Hello! Today we are going to be making our first cable on the Universal Power System project that will allow us to tap power from two military batteries that are presenting like this, with use of this FCS-X4 power adapter that on the side we've got the XT60 connector that you can find on many RC applications. So we are going to be converting those two XT60 connector into this military plug that is presenting like this, and it is a Chinese copy of the Amphenol that, in my personal opinion, looks really good. In another video we are going to be creating a switch module that is going to be accepting power through the same type of military connector and outputting it after switch. So we will be able to creating a similar cable for different type of battery and make this system truly universal. But this video is only focused on the FCS-X4 adapter. So here, as you can see, we've got a standard XT60 connector, and you've got absolutely no problem in purchasing those do-it-yourself connectors on the AliExpress, and they are very easy to solder, and we've got this very nice protection sleeve. But I wanted to make it look professional, something better than like in the RC community, and you've got no problem in ordering cable like this, that we've got this nice sealed XT60 female plug that we've got exactly the same match as our FCS power adapter, and as you can see, it plugs really nicely, and in my personal opinion looks better than like a do-it-yourself version. So this is what I wanted. Those two cables that I purchased, we've got this model, and hopefully we are going to be able to fit them into our military connector. And that's because my first purchase looks like this, because I wanted to have a beefy cable, and we've got absolutely no way of pushing those two cables into that single connector. So you have to be extra careful what you are buying. And those adapters were designed for like a solar power station. So we are going to be cutting that plug and only sourcing that end. So let's begin our operation from pure destruction. And it is going to be just cutting this connector. We go like this, and as you can see, we've got a really nice looking cable. This is AWG14. Let me grab a second cable and let me cut it. Okay, we go like this. Destruction is always easy. Since I would like it to appear professional, our first step is going to be creating heat shrink label that we are going to be attaching here, and it is going to be telling us where to connect it. So here we've got my Dymo label printer, and this adapter is being called FCS-X4. So we go with two FCS-X4, just like that. Since we've got two independent batteries and we are combining them into single plug, I would like to put information that our first connector, we've got positive, we've got the pin A is going to be positive, just like that, and pin B is going to be negative. This is what I would like to have, and let's print it out, and let's see our beauty. Just take a look how beautiful it's presenting. We've got two FCS-X4, and we are going to be having information that our pin A and pin B are going to be carrying positive and negative from that battery. So yeah, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Exactly the same situation we've got with our second battery, but here we've got pin C and pin D. So let's print it out. I'm helping myself because it was raw. And we've got a perfect size match. So let's take a look how it's presenting. And when it will be plugged, we will see it like this. And you tell me, is it looking good? In my personal opinion, yes. So let's nicely heat shrink it. And for that, I've got a special tool. Yeah, this guy is my favorite one. Battery operated, very convenient. And we just nicely heat shrink it. This is how it's presenting. To prevent against rubbing off, I will be adding a transparent heat shrink tubing as a protective measure. So we go like this, and it's going to be nicely covering our text. So let's heat shrink it. And in my personal opinion, this is looking really good. Let's try to do exactly the same with our second battery. So if my first plug go here and we can nicely read it, on our second battery, it go like this. And that guy will go here. Just take a look how beautiful it's going to be presenting. So this operation is going to be nice and easy. And our transparent heat shrink tubing. Right over our text. I think it's presenting decent. You tell me. I play around and I noticed that fitting those two guys together in that strain relief will not happen. There is absolutely no chance. So let's go with an emergency route. I will just cut that strain relief. And when we screw it down, it should create a seal. So it is not going to be perfect, but I believe it is going to be better than nothing. It's clearly not going to be perfect and worse than I was expecting. But yeah, I cannot make this wire thinner, absolutely no way. And by the way, yes, I know about devices like this, but it is not heat shrink able, and it is even bigger here. So this is also not a proper way to do it. Let's take a look at part that we need to solder. So here we've got our collar, and it is very important to not forget about it. You guys go like this. Here we've got a nice seal, and as you can see, all those pins are being labeled. And also here for soldering, we've got a beautiful labeling. Let's begin with our AB. So we follow our wire, and it is here. We are going to be nicely stripping it. We go just like that. And those two guys at once, will it work? Yes, of course, because this is my favorite tool. This pin is A, this one is B, so let's add a little bit of solder there. Just like that. nice little bit. Make it nicely soak in into this drain, just like that. Perfect. I think I will trim them a little bit. I will go like this. Our pin A is positive. Very good. Then our negative one. Then we work with our negative one, which is B. Yeah, this is going to be looking great. Just take a look. Absolutely perfect. This is a brilliant job. Let's check the another one. We go like this. We nicely strip those two, of course, at once. On that one, our C is going to be the positive, so we go there. And this one is going to be the negative. Here is our positive. And on top goes the negative one. Just like that. And I think that we've got a really good job done. Yeah, this is a good job. Let's try to assemble it. So first go our collar, just like that. Then our middleman, and we are screwing it here. And to get a good, you can do something like this. It is much easier to screw because it is locking with the pin. And here is our gasket. That if everything is fine, I feel that the gasket is compressing, so we've got some sort of seal. I'm trying to align our wires so they are going to be nicely catch, and I think this is the correct orientation. Not too hard, but let's make the insulation grasp. It is sad that we do not have this strain relief, but I think that we will have to live without it because there were really no a chance to put two wires into one. Sorry about that. This is not going to be happening. Before we go into testing, we need the last detail, and it is going to be this piece of Velcro that we are going to be adding here. Just like that. And now we should have possibility to nicely close it down, just like that. So you have to tell me how it's presenting, because in my personal opinion, it is looking pretty decent. So here we've got our military connector. We've got a pretty decent length of wire. And our XT60 looks professional, factory sealed, nicely labeled. So let's give it a try. We are going to be screwing our socket. We are nicely holding it into my vise. And first let's try with our AB cable. So we are plugging it into our battery. Just like that. Pin A, pin B. We are doing measurement. And we've got 13 volt with correct polarity. On pin C and D, of course, we will not read anything, which is of course correct. We are plugging ourselves here, just like that. And now it should be energized. So we go like this, and we've got our 13 volt. Just imagine that I would like to power device that's got 24 volt. I will create a short here with a piece of wire inside a female plug. And now between those two pins, we've got a series voltage, which is 26 volts. So as you can see, it is working perfect. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time and bye bye.